And welcome back to the episode 2 of the State Traditions Podcast, where we discuss the traditions, events, and festivals from each state across the country and what makes America unique. I'm John, and this is John as well.
We're the Johns.
And we're the Johns. And we're back. And what are we talking about this week?
This week on the podcast, we're going to be discussing the Masters, the NHL playoffs, and who we're pulling for.
Who we're pulling for.
I've got to say, I've got a team in mind, but I'm going to wait. We're going to take a break to a promo. Sponsor for our podcast this week is State Traditions. Spring is here, and whether you're planning on spending time by the pool or on the course, we've got you covered. Swim trunks or coastline shorts, fishing shirts, and performance polos are all perfect items to add to your spring wardrobe. So head over to the website and use the code STPOD for 35% off of your entire order. That's right, 35% off.
We're basically giving it away.
It may as well be free.
Yeah, you're basically paying for shipping.
STPOD for 35% off of your online order.
So let's start off with the Masters recap.
Last week, we made picks.
We did.
Going into the Masters. And my trifecta pick, Tiger, Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, I did not win my trifecta box.
You didn't. I had a little bit better luck picking Thomas Pieters, Rory McIlroy, and Ricky Fowler.
You did.
Thomas Pieters missed the cut, but the other two, top 5. So that's not too bad.
If you look at it this way, I had 3 that made the cut.
Yeah.
You had 2 that made the cut, so I could take you there.
You can take me in most cuts made, but
now of my 5. 3, Tiger, he's back.
He was
excited to be there. That was the most humbled Tiger I've seen in a long time.
He was smiling, he was laughing, he was having a good time.
I enjoyed watching him this last week. But I believe he finished over par, which is fine. But that did not get close to winning the Masters.
No, about 16 shots back.
So my Tiger and your Thomas Pieters may be comparable.
Yeah.
Now let's go. Your Rory McIlroy and Ricky Fowler. They were both in it on Sunday. They were battling it out.
Ricky Fowler makes a birdie putt on 18, maybe to force a playoff, but Patrick Reed outed him and ended up winning it.
Before they hit 18, one of my 3 picks, Jordan Spieth, he was coming on pretty strong and almost broke a Sunday record shooting 63.
It's pretty impressive when he didn't even think he was going to be a part of the conversation starting Sunday.
That's true. I think that that pine branch on 18 knocked him out.
Yep. And to be honest, out of everyone, he is probably my most impressive performance out there was Jordan Spieth. Coming back.
In general, Spieth won the most impressive.
I would give it to Spieth just because he thought he was out of it, and he birdies a couple holes on the front 9, and he's back in it, and he gets to 8 under, almost 9 under, and still not close enough.
That's strong as new frozen rope in my book.
That is strong.
Now, who stuck out the most as the opposite of what you would consider Spieth's run on Sunday? I think that the biggest surprise was Sergio's meltdown.
That was interesting to watch.
It reminded me of the movie Tin Cup.
Yeah, he kept
another ball.
Get another ball.
Another ball.
Let's just hit another wedge into the water. You could have drawn a 5-foot circle between all those golf balls. I mean, they were all in the exact same spot.
It was exciting, to say the least.
Exciting.
On the front end of the Masters.
But you know what? He still has a green jacket. I don't think he's too mad about it.
And he wore it well. I'll be curious to see if Patrick Reed can fill the shoes that those that came before him were able to fill, or leave for him, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, moving on, NHL playoffs. They started this Wednesday.
Before we get into the NHL playoffs, we need to have our second promo announcement. Would you like to make this announcement?
I will. Promo number 2.
Number 2.
Take this chance to check out our Nashville hockey collection, since we're going into the NHL topic.
On statetraditions.com.
On statetraditions.com. We have plenty of great items, from pullovers to vests to T-shirts to polos to hats. Great collection of
even
of
accessories.
apparel.
There's
And
key fobs,
key fobs,
decals,
Those
belts.
key fobs are good-looking key fobs.
They're nice. And you can either get this product inside Bridgestone Arena at the shops around the stadium, or you can buy them at statetraditions.com. So check out statetraditions.com, and don't forget to use the STPOD for the giveaway price of 35% off.
You're losing money
By not buying
by not buying something.
All right, STPOD, statetraditions.com. Let's get back to our NHL playoffs.
NHL playoffs. They started Wednesday.
They did.
Had a couple firsts in the first couple days of the playoffs. The Las Vegas Knights won their first ever playoff game in franchise series. That's pretty big.
That's big.
Yeah.
Now, being from the South, you're a Virginia boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Georgia boy from Alabama now. Hockey was never really big when we were growing up. Lacrosse was kind of a new thing when we were in our middle school, high school days. But I think the Southern hockey fan base has grown.
It's growing
Dramatically.
And one city that has caused that revolution is Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Home of the Predators.
Home of the Predators.
Who we are big fans of, Nashville Predators. State Traditions is a sponsor of the Nashville Predators.
Why don't you tell us how we kind of started that partnership?
We had a friend that we've known for years that we worked with in the past through a few different marketing campaigns. This was years ago, and he left where he was when we met, and has ended up at Bridgestone for the Nashville Predators. And through our connection and contact with this individual, we were able to work out a deal to where we could become a sponsor of the team and get our product, which is a little bit different than what they offer in the fan shops. Ours is a higher end product with more of a quarter zip polo, button down, something you can wear outside of the stadium or the arena, unlike a jersey that you probably would not wear to work or to play golf.
Something you could play golf in, something you could
More
go to
versatile.
work in,
Yeah, absolutely.
wear to a wedding, anything.
It's been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed that partnership.
You went up there a few weeks ago, didn't you? And
We did.
Called a game. If you had to pick one bar to go to after the game, where would you go?
Now, we went to one that it was called Roberts. It was across the street from Bridgestone, and you can go in there and you can buy a pair of cowboy boots off the wall. I'm assuming they're used, that like people donate their boots or they find boots, but you can go and buy boots off the wall of Roberts across from Bridgestone.
Boots and a beer?
Boots and a beer. Why
Boots
not?
and a beer.
Now-
Did you run into anybody famous while you were there?
Well, we enjoyed the game. It was exciting. It was a W. I'll say I'm undefeated on any game that I've attended at Bridgestone Arena,
That's pretty impressive.
which is exciting. After the game, we trolled down Broadway, and then afterwards went and grabbed a slice of pizza. And while we were in the pizza shop, we ran into one of the Preds players, a name that's probably well known, PK Subban.
Just getting a post-game pizza.
Getting a pie. He was great. He was a nice guy, open to conversation. He was even friendly enough to let us get a picture with him. But it was really fun to be able to talk to him post game. Speaking of games, did you catch the Preds playoff game last night?
I did. First two periods were not exciting to watch, but they came in on strong in that third period.
Colorado Avalanche put a goal in first period. It made me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Predators, they came out a little shaky, but when they got their legs under them, they turned on the heat.
Yes, they did, and ended up winning by 3, 5-2.
5-2. That's
And
a lot of points.
Yeah, that is all in the third period.
Now, one goal that we can't skip talking about the epic goal. They call it the shot heard round the NHL. This was Philip Forsberg. it was almost like an isolation play, and he comes down and he pulled some move where that puck went either between his legs or between the opponent, the poor Avalanche player's legs, out the other side, and then he flipped it over the goalie's arm into the goal.
Wow.
If
you haven't seen this video, it's something you really need to check out.
You need to look it up.
Yeah.
Just Google Forsberg's goal, and you'll be able to watch the replay. It's fantastic. The Preds last year, they came in as the low seed into the playoffs.
A little bit different this year.
This year, they're the number 1 seed. That's two different ends of the spectrum coming into the playoffs. I personally think that the Preds are going all the way this year. Last year, they
could do
short.
it. They came up a little short last year. We'll see. I think they're going to get back to the finals. I don't know. It depends who they're going to be playing for me to make my pick. That's
a fair statement. Nonetheless, we're going to be tuned in. And we may bring this back up in future podcasts. Before we get off of the Nashville topic, do you have any restaurants or bars in Nashville that you would recommend?
Couple bars I would go to is probably Honky Tonk.
Sure.
Tootsie's.
That's
Alan Jackson's Acme. It's got a great rooftop.
Okay.
You can overlook the river in Titan Stadium and, of course, Broadway. I don't know. The Stage is a good one.
All good.
Yeah,
All
but if
good
you want to go
suggestions.
kind of off the beaten path, go to the Gulch and go to a few bars over there.
The Gulch.
The Gulch. It's fun, towny
Okay.
bars. Yeah.
Now, where is the Gulch located from downtown?
I would say it's you keep going south on Broadway.
Okay, so it's in the area.
Yeah, it's in the area. It's
Nice.
It's a walk, but it's a long walk.
It's a long walk. Be thirsty when you get to where you're going.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Well, I believe this wraps up podcast episode 2 for State Traditions. Don't forget discount code for 35% off on the website, statetraditions.com is STPOD. Don't forget to tune in next week for episode 3. We're going to be talking about some events that take place in the great state of Alabama. You've probably heard of some. If not, you need to tune in because we're talking about Hangout Fest, Mullet Toss, and Talladega. See you next week.